through 5 of the most common stretches that we use for just a little bit of full body mobility. First one I always like to start with, this is great for anybody who's dealing with any kind of low back tightness or stiffness, is just a basic cat-cow pose. So from here, we are just looking at trying to find a little bit of rounding through the lower back and then a little bit of arching through it. It's a great place to start if you are feeling a little bit of stiffness or just need to work on a little bit of low back control. And this can be taken through as much or as little range of motion as you need as you work through it. Usually looking to go for about 30 seconds to a minute of this. Next up, staying with some of the yoga poses, I'd like to do a little bit of a child's pose stretch, especially taking you through these kind of ranges and then walking the hands out to the side a little bit. Really good for lengthening through the spine, stretching the shoulders out a little bit, and also hitting some of those hard to stretch areas in the sides of the lower back. Next up is a rolling hip flexor stretch. So from this one, we look to get into a half kneeling position, squeezing the glutes forward until we start to feel a little bit of a stretch through the hip flexors here, and then just going wide circles, reaching back, opening up everything through the side of the body, finding a little bit of rotation. Really, really good one for opening up hip flexors, especially if you're somebody who is stuck at a desk all day. Next one, I'd like to use a foam roller 4. And what we want to do, it doesn't have to be a roller, doesn't have to be one this size, you can use a rolled up towel. Lining that up between your shoulder blades along your spine, and then just letting everything open up through the chest here. Really good for balancing out some of the rounded shoulder position you'll get if you're at your desk all day. And you can also add some gentle overhead reaches through here to get a little bit more into your shoulders. And then last up is just going into a deep supported squat. So just using something that you can hang onto, and as far as your hips and knees will let you go comfortably, and then just hanging out in the bottom of this. Really good for getting a bit of stretch into your hips, getting your glutes to open up a little bit, and also working a little bit of ankle mobility. Plus you can add as little or